Today's video is quite an emotional subject for most people, myself included. Acne and its after effects, which is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, can be very stressful and quite intimidating. So I thought of making this video on how to treat acne while dealing with the dark spots that show up when the acne is inflamed and heals. Acne, as you might already know, is a skin condition caused by clogged pores. Active acne includes open comedones or white hairs, black hairs, also known as closed comedones. There's pustules, there's papules, or cyst acne. Hyperpigmentation, on the other hand, is when some parts of your skin become darker than other areas of your skin due to excess melanin production, which is a common thing among people of color. Welcome to Dear Dark Skin, where you get all the hacks to make your gorgeous melanin skin glow. I'm Jackie Amofa. It's important that you are very careful when you want to clear those dark spots that show up post acne in a way that doesn't affect present acne or exacerbate it. You also don't want to fight the acne so hard that you end up irritating your skin, which will lead to more hyperpigmentation. So you need to go gentle. It's possible to treat hyperpigmentation if you have any type of acne, but you just need to do it in a strategic way. A typical example is when you use the acne treatment benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is a good acne treatment that fights off acne bacteria, but it doesn't do so well with other actives like alpha-arbutin, kojic acid, hydroquinone, azelaic acid, vitamin C, etc. that brightens the skin. When you use benzoyl peroxide and any of these active ingredients, guess what happens? The benzoyl peroxide renders that active ingredient inactive, meaning that you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, and you're wasting the ingredients because you're really not going to get any effect from it. So you don't want to use benzoyl peroxide and other active ingredients at the same time. You're better off using it, say, in the morning, and then you use the other active ingredients in the evening so that you can get the most out of both. Now let's talk about other ingredients that are really good at fighting both hyperpigmentation and acne at the same time on skin of color. Salicylic acid is a great ingredient for treating acne, but you need to make sure that you're using it at a percentage that isn't irritating your skin. Salicylic acid at 0.5 is anti-inflammatory, and 2% and higher is sort of a resurfacing treatment to get rid of dead skin cells, aka exfoliation. If you find that the percentage you're using is irritating your skin, you need to stop using it immediately, because if you've been watching any of my videos, you already know that we do not like anything that irritates our skin, because irritation is the enemy of melanin rich skin. As the dark spots post acne are always bothersome than the acne itself, so the key here is to be gentle. Azelaic acid is great at fighting both acne and hyperpigmentation because it fights the acne bacteria and also fades out hyperpigmentation, but it does it in a very gentle way. You can find 10% azelaic acid over the counter. I also see 20% these days, but in most countries you would need a prescription from a dermatologist or a health professional. If you have access to a higher strength azelaic acid, like 20% azelaic acid, that will be the best option because it can give you maximum results. Retinoids are a great ingredient to treat acne as well as exfoliate your skin. Start with gentle retinoid derivatives like adapalene, retinaldehyde, retinol different gel. This is because when you go too strong on the active form of retinoids, which is tretinoin, it can cause some irritation, which we all know will lead to hyperpigmentation. Niacinamide works by decreasing oil production. The less oil your skin is producing, the less chances your pores are clogged, which means less breakouts. Niacinamide is a wonderful ingredient for treating hyperpigmentation because it helps decrease the amount of melanin that is being transferred from the melanosome to the keratinocyte. The melanosome is the cell that transports the melanin, and the keratinocyte is the cell that receives the melanin. So niacinamide acts as a roadblock to prevent the melanin transfer from happening. All these treatments help treat acne and also hyperpigmentation. So it's a win-win situation, but done in a gentle way. You also need to incorporate tyrosinase inhibitors like N-glucosamine, liquid root, glycolic acid, kojic acid, azelaic acid. There's just so many more. This is important because they help prevent new melanin or pigment from showing up, but you still need to get rid of the existing pigment that is already sitting on the skin, and that is where exfoliation comes in. Gentle exfoliation is key here. This helps to rapidly turn over the skin cells, which normally takes about 28 days, but it increases as we age. The faster this is done, the faster you can get rid of the excess melanin. But gentle exfoliation is the safest way to do this on melanin-rich skin. So low percentage glycolic acid between 5% and 7%, lactic acid, mandelic acid, as well as retinaldehyde, which is more gentle than retinol because it has a lower risk of any irritation or inflammation. These will naturally exfoliate your skin to get the new cells that doesn't have any pigmentation to come through to the top of your skin. So it means you're getting two benefits. You're stopping the pigmentation that's being made with the tyrosinase inhibitors, as well as the pigmentation that is already present with your exfoliants to give you a more even skin tone and a clean canvas. Now the part you've been waiting for, the product recommendation. Vitamin C is a great antioxidant as well as a tyrosinase inhibitor that you can use in your morning skincare routine, but you want to be careful with that because the active form of vitamin C, which is L-ascorbic acid, doesn't like to play well with many skin types. It can be very irritating to the skin as well as render other active ingredients inactive. So if you want to use it, you can use it by itself to get the most out of it. I'll put a link here on the other forms of vitamin C that you can choose. The Naturium Vitamin C Super C Serum Plus has encapsulated vitamin C, which doesn't interfere with other active ingredients. It also has retinol, niacinamide, glutathione, and salicylic acid. All these ingredients fight both acne and hyperpigmentation. Next thing you want to use is sunscreen. Sunscreen is going to help fight the hyperpigmentation or dark spots. If you're not using sunscreen, you're just wasting all the other products that you'll be using. So it will just be a waste of your money and your time. Mineral sunscreens are best when you're fighting hyperpigmentation. I'll put all the products that I recommend in the description box below, so be sure to check it out. For your nighttime routine, alpha-arbutin is a great option. It is a derivative of hydroquinone, which is good at fading hyperpigmentation or dark spots. The Urban Skin Iris Retinol Resurfacing Treatment Pads is also a mask that is used once in a week to get rid of both acne and hyperpigmentation. Use once a week because the ingredients in it are quite strong. It has green tea extract, ascorbic acid, glucosamine, niacinamide, ascorbic acid, kojic acid, lactic acid, azelaic acid, and so on. It's a big pad, so you can cut it into two and use it twice to save some coins. There's also the Alice of Skin Mandelic Pigmentation Corrector Night, which has mandelic acid, lactic acid, salicylic acid, and bakuchiol, a natural alternative of retinol if you can't tolerate retinol. The Avene retinaldehyde is a straight up retinol that you can use. It is mild because it requires several conversions to retinoic acid, which means less chances of irritation. After you're done with all these active ingredients, make sure that you top it up with a good moisturizer that is rich in unsaturated fatty acids like grapeseed oil, hemp seed oil, jojoba oil, and the likes, because they work best with tyrosinase inhibitors. Just make sure that they are on the top list of the ingredients. Moisturizers with saturated fatty acids like stearic acid and palmitate acids don't work really well with tyrosinase inhibitors. But if you have a moisturizer that has these ingredients, just make sure that they are on the low of the list. It's a wrap for today's video. I hope these tips and recommendations were helpful. If you found it informative, please give it some love by giving it a thumbs up, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe for more skin loving content. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care.